everybody. Welcome back to our podcast, May Dreams Happen. Episode 8. I can believe there is already episode 8.
Yeah,
I'm here
exactly.
today with my co host, Matthew. How are you today, Matthew?
I'm really well. How are you, Joseph?
I'm pretty good. It was a
Good.
busy week, but
Yeah, it
other than that,
was.
I'm pretty good. I went to do my the oil change for my car and some other stuff that my car needed to be running. So, but other than that, it was good. How about you?
It was a busy week. Lots going on. Lots to manage this week. Had to do some tough conversations, but it's why you get paid you
Yeah,
get
those
paid.
those conversations are not always the best.
No, they take their toll. But
Yeah.
anyway, so what are we talking about today?
We are talking. You know that this podcast is all about to make loud. The name of the podcast is "May Dreams Happen." May your dreams come true. Like go for all the thing that you want to really like to do. And I always like that's my message to be my message to the people here that you can do whatever you want. But sometimes we one of the obstacle that we had when we are trying to achieve our goal, or one of the reasons that we don't go for our dreams or for to do what is really like us is because we care a lot what other people say. We care about the opinions of other people. It's something that stop us to achieve our goal.
So we care more about what they say than what we actually want to do.
Yeah, exactly. So something with if you want to do something like something that you really want to do, you always say, I don't want to do this because I don't know what my parents are gonna say, or what my sisters are gonna say, or my brothers are gonna say, even what the neighbors are gonna be saying if I do that, or
Before we
sometimes.
started this podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I didn't did this before, or I didn't start my podcast before because I was afraid what other people were going to say, and or what was going to be the reaction of my friends, my family, my mom, my father. But then I say no, there's something that I want to do and I'm gonna do it.
Now you want to hear from everybody. You want to hear their opinion.
Well, yeah, but no, but that's something that is not what other people say or what other people think about what I want to do is something that don't stop me. Have you ever had that like experience
Oh yeah,
before?
all the time. I mean, both of us went to Catholic school, so
Yeah,
they're pretty judgy, those Catholics. So you everything from what you wear to how you act, how you present, how your family presents. Don't be the one that doesn't go to church on Sunday. You get the look.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think that is ingrained in us from a very young age. I mean, that's a pretty simple example, but we do it all the way through our lives. So
Yeah, I think since we are kids, we are like programmed to be like that, always to expect what other people say or what other people opinion about us. Because when you're a kid, you're always asking your father, "Oh, how do you think? Should I do this or no? Or what do you think about this?" Or you also like we grow like or growing as when or they raise us, sorry, like asking for permission to do everything.
correct.
So and that kid is in our mind. So even though when we grew like adult, we still like waiting for other people permission to do what we want or to achieve our goals.
I think you still do that in a way, especially with your family. I know if I had ever done any kind of renovations at the house, my dad was very handy. So if he came over and looked at it, you really wanted his positive feedback. You were looking for, you needed it. But I don't know, as you get a little older, it doesn't matter as much. sometimes you buy a car because you think, wow, I mean, that's everyone's going to think that's,
Yeah, exactly.
they're going to think, well, maybe they do for 2 seconds when you're at the red light, but after that, they don't remember.
Yeah, they don't care about. Yeah, that's another thing. That something we do things not because we want or because make us happy. It's because we want to impress another people,
projecting it out.
project another people, and sometimes we there's a problem that happen. Something you get. We as an American, we had a lot of problem with credit card debts
debt.
because we buy stuff to impress another people, and we like, oh, I want to look good for this because I want to impress my friends, or I
have the newest iPod or iPad or iPod, phone.
and sometimes it's not because that makes us happy or because we really want to. So
it does make you a little bit happy if somebody's like, oh, really? You're like, oh, ooh.
Yeah,
but it's fleeting.
Yeah.
It's not anything, and then you have to make that payment. So then it's not good.
Yeah, something's like, in my opinion, I think my personal opinion, I think we don't need other people's opinion to feel good or to feel good with ourselves. I think the only opinion that matters, it should be our opinion and God opinions.
Opinion.
Yeah,
and I think you do that as you get older too. It's not as important. I think in your early 20s, your early 30s, you're really trying to make a name for yourself. All of that stuff you've learned. You're now a young adult, and you're doing a lot of those things, going maybe a little too fast, and buy the wrong car, buy the wrong house, maybe you have a degree that you don't use, but you got that degree at a prestigious college because everyone was doing it when you didn't want to go to that school, or it didn't matter as much to you. And that degree is something that it sounded good and you didn't really like it.
Yeah, now that you said that, that happened to me. But that, how to say, I was always like waiting for my parents' approval to do anything. Even though when I was in my 16 and my 20s, I stopped doing things because I always was thinking what my parents or my father was going to think. So when I was like in high school, in my senior year, so the degree that I want to pursue, the career that I want to pursue, was marketing or journalist. So, but at this point, I told my father I want to. He asked me, why you want to study, why you want to go for what is the career that you want to pursue now that you're going to college. And I say marketing and journalist. And he said, we live in a third world country. So marketing won't fit you, and also there's only like 3 channels here in this country, and also you won't like that won't fit you. I think you should study accounting, but I didn't like it, and I don't like accounting. So, and I was like, but I want to study marketing. Yeah, but he said that won't fit you. I'm an accountant, an accountant, and I can like give you into that field, and I had contacts and all the stuff, and I was like, okay. So, and he went and he enrolled me to the university to study that. He went and he enrolled me he did all the work for me. I started studying accounting, but I never liked it. And I was always like, I don't know what I'm doing and studying that. But I was like, yeah, but I want to make my father happy. I want to like he to be proud of me that I also am taking the same path that he took, and he's a success. He's a success accountant, so he has his own business, a consulting business. And I was like, oh, that's something that I want to do. So I finished my degree, and I started working in that, but I never liked it. I never like it. So, and I was honestly, I would like to say, I have to be honest, I was a
Mediocre.
mediocre accountant because I didn't like it. That wasn't like the thing that fulfilled me. Like because I just did it for my father, and now I realize that when you do that, you're like when you do those things, you're stopping to achieve and to be happy, to
It
achieve
leaves a
what you
little
want to do.
resentment too.
Really.
Leaves a little
And
resentment
yeah,
there.
and leave a little resentment because you said, "Oh,
I didn't want to do that.
I didn't want to do that, and I didn't do this because for you." But honestly, at this point of my life, I think I was like, it was. So it was. I think it was my fault because I wouldn't be another person. I would stick at my father and say, "No, I want to study this because this is what I like to do,
Right.
and this is like made me happy." But at this point, I didn't, and I was say I was like trying to please my father. I was trying to please other people. So and something that I remember when I was almost in my last, I think in my last month to finish the degree, you had to do like an internship.
Mm-hmm.
And the internship, I did the internship in the company where my father was a manager in one department. He put me over there, and my father boss asked me, "What you want to do?" And I was like, at that point, I was like, "Oh, I just want to be like my father." Because and I said that because my father was dead and I want to make him feel proud, and so my son wants to be like me. He was like, and I want to be better. But now I understand that
It's
wasn't
the
me.
last thing you wanted to do.
Yeah, that wasn't me. I didn't want to be my father. I want to be me. I want to be Joseph, and I like it. This when I came to this country. Now were I were in leadership. That
Mhm.
was when I discovered that's what I like to do.
Right.
Like motivate people. Like give this message, and I like to be in front of the cameras. I like to speak with people, and I want to serve doing something that I really like it. That I really like.
I like to go back to we talked about regret a little bit. I have a very well. I've done it a lot. You do something because someone else, or you perceive that someone else is going to take it better, whatever. So this is a while ago, a long time ago, actually. So I was in Desert Storm, and you couldn't spend any money while we were gone. So
Mhm.
I had a pretty good chunk of change when I got back. So at the time when we got out, um, it was a tough time for fashion. There was some stuff going on that, well, it just didn't look good on me, but everybody was wearing it. So I decided to spend a huge chunk of what I made and saved on clothes that looked awful on me. Terrible. And I knew it. I'd be in the mirror like, okay, we can pull it off. We should have taken it off. But, and similar things with cars and a lot of clothes for some reason. Oh, and I spent a year in Korea and I came home with a suitcase full of shoes. I wish I could take them back and get the money back.
And you did that because you want to impress
Oh,
people,
yeah,
or you want to fit in
exactly.
in a group. So yeah, that's something that we as a human always do. We always try to like to do things to other people like us. So and we care a lot about other people opinion. Get what what other people say is not your problem. It shouldn't be your problem. So it's like your only focus is like be happy, like enjoy yourself and be present. So in how do I say it, other people opinion is just like a blurry reflection of yourself. It's like kind of like when you see yourself in the mirror, and the mirror is super clean.
Mm-hmm.
Like
clean.
see it's clean, you can see your reflection like very good, like you can see who you are. But when you are in the shower and you like
The steam on
the steam, I mean, and the like the mirror is super like
fogged over.
fogged over, and you can see yourself. The only thing that you see is a blurry image or yourself. That's other people opinions about you.
Yeah.
It's a blurry opinion. It's a blurry reflection of yourself. It's not what other people say. Is not who you are. You have to like to know who you are, and you have to know also what do you like to do, what make you happy, and go for it. Like don't let the other people's opinion stop you to achieve your goal, and don't do things to like please another people, your family, your father, your sister, your friends, or your neighbor. You have to just pursue your goal, your dreams, like make your dream happen. I think we God create us to be happy, to enjoy our life and pursue our goals. Something that I have learned about when you had a dream, it's because God is put you that dream in your mind because He know that you can achieve it. So, but we are the one that like sometimes we don't do that because in this specific case we are talking about because we care about other people, even people that don't know you, that doesn't know us.
I was just thinking of a song lyric. How about stopping when you're full up? And I've always liked that term because, we as Americans, we just consume, 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 and sometimes simple is better. You don't need all this stuff. It's just stuff, but you're using it as a shield so you look better and better than you are. You could be miserable and have everything you ever wanted, or major credit card debt. Who knows? But I think that that lyric is kind of a good way of living. Pay attention. Are you full up? Are you trying to put something in that doesn't need to be there anymore? And maybe that choking feeling you have is actually saying you've had enough and it's time to get back into yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
You're not this person, so
Yeah, it's like Preston said the other day, just be authentic with yourself. So, and when you start being authentic, that's when you start to be happy, and that's when you start feeling good with yourself.
I think you're more calm,
Mm-hmm.
a little more rational. In our society, and we teach everyone to go, succeed. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. But sometimes I think that the drive is pushing people towards the wrong thing. And I think that goes back to stuff we talk about all the time. And that's slowing down and listening to yourself, listening to what universe is telling you to go to. I know there's been times when I wanted something. I wanted it so bad that even though I felt it's the wrong thing to do, I did it anyway. And every single time I ever did that, I regretted it. And I usually paid a fairly large price for doing that.
Yeah, that happened.
And then you have to turn around and fix that.
Yeah, just listen to yourself, listen to God, God, the universe, whatever you call it. But just listen to and listen also to your intuition. So, and just remember, you can do whatever you want. You can achieve your goals. You are a power. You have the power to do whatever you want. Just go for it. So, and don't let what other people think, say about you, or what other people opinion stop you, or like don't let like to impress somebody or something like that, because sometimes you like stop doing what you like to impress another people. So I think that's my message, or message for today. Like
Definitely.
just go for it. Don't try to like don't pay attention to other people said about what you doing or what your dreams are for you. So, and it's like you start your TikTok account, so
I
this is
did.
good.
So,
And you were afraid what other people.
oh
You
yeah,
were like, oh, what other people say. But I think
I
it's awesome what you're doing now.
I about 4 maybe 5 years ago, I was probably the fittest I've ever been in my entire life. And then COVID hit and a whole bunch of other things in my life hit, and I kind of gave up. I stopped working out. I started eating anything I wanted. I was drinking a lot, just doing all the things you shouldn't do. So I've put on probably 35 or more pounds. I'm probably the heaviest I've ever been right now. So I decided, why not do this? I want to get myself back into shape. I'm not getting any younger, so I really don't want to be, that fat guy that can't get up the stairs without wheezing. That's not a good look. So I created my TikTok to document the journey. So we've been doing it for about, I don't know, 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. It's called Fatty Maddie. I forgot what it was called.
Fatty Matty.
Fatty Maddie, and it's FATTIMATTI. Got some stuff up there. I usually do it bare chested, and I do that because I want to feel exposed, and I do. I don't really like it.
Yeah, and you can that's good that you're doing that because you can see also your how your body is changing during the pain. And I would say it's a process, and you documenting that process. That's awesome. So it's what you said. Let's just do it. I told you, let's do it. Just open your TikTok account and like motivate people to do the same thing. That's
off your
great.
mirror.
Yeah, but awesome. That was like good. That was a good conversation. Also,
I agree.
Yeah. So thank you again for being here.
It's good to be here again.
Yeah, we missed you last episode too. So last week I asked Noah 2 questions that I think I didn't ask you the other day. The first one is like, all right, no, I think I did that. I did that question. I asked that question, but the one that I didn't ask was, which book will you recommend to somebody that is struggling right now? I will say the book that kind of like change your life after you read it, after you read it.
The one I would say is Conversations with God, and it's a cool book. It actually helped me in my faith, because you don't get that. You don't, quote unquote, talk to God, but this book is all about a guy that's angry with God and starts writing basically a journal, and God starts to write back to him in his journal.
Awesome.
And it explained a lot how God wants all of the good and bad things that happen in the world are because God wants to experience them through you. We are part of God, and it made a lot more sense than some of the stuff we were taught as kids, or people say. And I've read that book 3 times. I really think it's a great book. So that would be the one I'd call out.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely, is in my bucket list to read that book for sure. I will, and that's awesome. Yeah, just that. Right now I'm just reading this book that is called Manifesting Your Desired Life, and it's really good too. It's talk about like faith, talk about like our ego. Our ego is the one that stop us to manifest and to be happy. So that's pretty good.
You listen to a lot of self-help books.
Yeah, I like it. I like to read those kind of books though, because those help me a lot to like feel better to myself and to improve, because I'm always like looking to improve
As you should.
Yeah, awesome, perfect. Thank you again, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you for listening us in Spotify or watching us on YouTube. Thank you. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel.
Send it to your friends, your grandma, world leaders, whoever you need to send it to. We really appreciate all you guys do for us, and we look forward to talking with you next week.
Yeah.
Do you have a special guest? Or
No.
No special guest next week. Sorry, you guys.
Yeah, we will have a special guest, I think, in 2 weeks, probably. But yeah, but just remember to hit the like button, subscribe your channel, and don't forget that you can make your dreams happen. See you next time, guys, and
Bye,
thank
guys.
you. Bye.
All I want is you.